Today we are going to see about notations. In the notations, it is pseudocode, flowchart, and programming languages are there. Notations of an algorithm. Algorithm can be expressed in many different notations, including natural language, pseudocode, flowcharts, and programming languages. Natural language, it is nothing but what we are trying to say in the language point of approach. It is comes under natural language. That is colloquial language. We call it as a colloquial language also. Pseudocode, it is something different. We are integrated with our language with English format of activities. Flowchart, it is the representation methodology. We have different blocks are there. With the help of that blocks, we will explain our process of activities and programming languages. Finally, we come to the programming languages. Natural languages tend to be verbose and ambiguous are there. Pseudocodes and flowcharts are represented through structured human language. Notation is a system of characters, expression, graphic or symbols, especially designs used among each other in problem solving to represent the technical facts created for facilitate the best result for a program. In a simple words, notations collectively represent the following: pseudocode, flowcharts, and programming language. Most probably what we are doing, we are started using all these aspects in somewhere in our programming language, or somewhere in our presentations, or somewhere in the language representations of activities. These notations where we are using means especially in algorithms. In this algorithm, we have some set of procedures are there, step-by-step procedures are there. So representing the procedures, we are using these notations: pseudocode, flowcharts, and natural languages. Come to the pseudocode. Pseudocode is an informal high-level description of the operating principles of a computer program or algorithm. It is the simple definitions here given as a high-level description of the operating principles of a computer programming or algorithm. It uses the basic structure of a normal programming language. Normally, we are using here, it is a basic structure only we have started following, but is intended for human reading rather than machine reading. Here, it is intended for human reading purpose and for compared to machine reading. It is a text-based detailed design tool. Pseudocode, it is nothing but a text-based detailed design tool. Pseudocode means faults and code refers to instructions written in programming language. Pseudocode cannot be compiled nor executed, and there are no real formatting or syntax rules. In the pseudocode, we don't follow the real formatting or syntax rules. Pseudocode is written in normal English language, which cannot be understood by the computer. This English language only we are going to return. It is written by the English language. It is understood by the human beings, but not by the computers. Pseudocodes. Example of pseudocode. Here it was given pseudocode to find sum of two numbers. For example, read the num1 num2. That is, we are instruct or we are giving the step-by-step process of activities to create an algorithm. Num1, it is a number 1 representation, and num2, it is a number 2 representation. So the system will need to read that one. That reader details. For example, num1 I am giving 2 and num2 I am giving 2. What I am going to do here means I am going to sum of this num1 and num2. So sum equal to num1 plus num2 and print that sum. It is the simple representation of pseudocode. Basic rules to write the pseudocode. Here we are having 5 rules. One is only one statement per line we have to write, and capitalized initial keywords. So we have to follow the capitalized initial keywords. and intended to show hierarchy. What is the thing we need, that the things will be followed in hierarchical manner. End of multiple line stretches, multi-line stretches. Then keep statement language independent. These 5 rules we have to keep it in mind, and we have to write the pseudocode.